Listen, man. Society is fucking cooked. Men are cooked. Mindsets are cooked. We have Drake and Big Sean getting BBLs before GTA 6. Bro, what the fuck is going on right now, bro? What is going on in the world? Listen, shout out to Gunna for getting in real shape and working his ass off while everyone's making fun of him and everyone's hating on him. Even Young Thug is hating on him because he got his body right. You feel me? He's caring about himself, worried about himself, becoming the best version of himself. Shout out to Ace Hood. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember him, but he was a rapper back in the day, you know what I mean? But he's always been in shape, always been dedicated to the gym, man. Like the issue that we have in today's society is people try to skip the process, right? You got Big Sean and you got Drake trying to get this ab etching surgery shit to get abs because they know chicks like abs. They know that they get attention when you have abs, right? That goes to show that no matter how much money you have, you know what I mean, most people still don't have the discipline to become the fittest version of themselves. Because here's the thing, people think that the results are what they want. It's not about the fucking results, guys. It's about who you become during the process. That's the most important thing about getting leaner, about building muscle. The characteristics you build, especially as a man, the characteristics you build go into all aspects of your life. You need to be able to delay gratification, right? You need to be able to delay gratification. You need to be able to overcome obstacles and be very, very patient and very disciplined and make your body do what your mind has always want to do. That's how you get abs. Look at what Gunna's doing. Gunna's locked the fuck in, right? Gunna has a better physique than 95% of people. I don't care what anyone says. All right, people talk shit about Gunna, and he literally has a better physique than everyone talking shit about him. That's why he doesn't pay attention, right? But this ab etching shit, it just goes to show that in today's society with instant gratification, men with social media, men are starting to act more like women, like they're trying to get more attention because attention is currency. But like a lot of rappers feel left out because everything's going towards streaming, and now like back in 2008, if you're a rapper, you were him. You know what I mean? Everyone else was just regular. Now you got streamers who have more clout than rappers to the point where rappers got to go on the streams. You know what I mean? Just to be relevant and shit like that. So now to be relevant, they're getting ab etching and they're trying to get their bodies right and shit because they saw Gunna getting attention, right? But they won't even put in the fucking work. All right, like stop trying to get the result without putting in the fucking work because it doesn't. It's about the person you become in the process that matters. You don't want to just get the results without becoming the person you need to become. It's like if you're trying to make $1 million, you've been trying to make $1 million a year for a long time, and then someone gives you $1 million, right? What are you gonna do when they give you that $1 million and you haven't learned how to make $1 million? You're gonna spend all of it, right? Because you haven't learned how to invest and save and where to allocate your money and how to build that wealth, right? So you're gonna run out of it eventually, and guess what? You won't be able to build it back. So it would have been more important if you actually became a millionaire without someone giving you $1 million, because guess what would happen? You would build the characteristics and you would learn how to network and how to actually make that $1 million. All right, it's the same concept as like welfare. Obviously, it's always better to teach someone how to fish than to just give them fish every once in a while. That shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Like if someone's hungry, you just give them fish every once in a while. They're like, thank you, man. Then they're just gonna wait for you to come back. But if you teach them how to fish, they're gonna be able to provide on their own, right? Self sufficiency. So all this, like I said, all this instant gratification shit that's going on in the world right now. I know a lot of women are doing it too with the BBLs and you know, a lot of you guys that are on social media, you guys don't realize, but majority of these chicks, man, like I've dated some of these chicks, I talked to some of these chicks, I've been in the same circles with some of these chicks, and I've known people that know these chicks, things like that, man. A lot of these chicks, selling the booty programs and shit like that. A lot of them are literally like they all have like they just have BBLs. It's so obvious, you know what I mean? But it looks more extreme than natural butts, so people gravitate towards them and they sell more, right? But it's fake. It's fake as shit. All right, like a lot of girls have BBLs as well, but this Drake getting a BBL is like, we call it a BBL. It's really just ab etching and removing fat from that area, but it's pretty obvious. I know a lot of people who don't lift, they can't really tell. They're like, wait, no, isn't it natural? Because they don't lift, they can't tell. The only way he can get abs like that without losing fat anywhere else is if he's doing, like literally hanging leg raises without his arms. So if he's doing flying leg raises with no fucking arms. But that still doesn't make any sense because when you lose body fat, guys, guess what? You literally can't spot reduce fat. We all know that shit. You're going to lose fat from everywhere. So you can't be 25% body fat in your upper back, in your shoulders, in your arms, in your chest, and then somehow be 10 to 12% body fat in your abs. And your abs have significant definition, but nothing else has a definition. Same thing with Big Sean. All right, that's not how muscle definition works. I mean, if you could do that, it'd be pretty cool. Like, hey, yo, let me get big shoulders, and everything else just stays the same. Like, that's not just not how it works. All right, very very simple. But this whole thing going on is just a clear representation. I know Batman Kevin got a BBL too. You know, he got some surgery or whatever. But this is very feminine behavior for a man to get surgery and try to skip the process. But it's really just it goes to show that how much people struggle with instant gratification these days, and it's a perfect representation of how cooked everyone is these days. That's why I call it the cooking. Like everyone is so impatient to get results. Everyone wants the results without becoming the person they need to become or doing any of the work that they need to do, right? Yes, being in shape is difficult. Yes, obviously having abs is difficult and rare. And this just goes to show you how coveted and how important it is, how important body game is, man. Like this goes to show just how important being in shape is. Like this is a testament to it, right? Because if I mean he has everything else, but you know he's still like, damn, I need to get in shape. I want to impress others. I want to I want to skip the process. You can't skip the process, man. You got to become like I always say, when you get to, let's say you need to get to 12% body fat to see your abs, and you're currently 30%. The mindset that you have, the discipline that you have, the mental clarity, the mental fortitude that you have at 30% is going to be way less than you're going to have at 12%. All right. And that's because the process is grueling, it's long, it requires patience, it requires, dedication, it requires sacrifices. All right. You don't just drink all day, eat whatever you want to, and then get ab etching and, it's not gonna look right. That's why people are that's why like a lot of people don't exactly know what it is, but they have the instinct to like something doesn't look right. I don't know, something doesn't look right. Yes, of course. You can't be 20% body fat. Like here's the thing, I have abs, right? You can see some muscle definition in my shoulders, quads, all that shit, traps, back, lower back, upper back, all that shit. You can see definition there because guess what? Yes, everyone works their whole body and shit like that, but it'd be pretty hard to have a lean abdomen and not be lean elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like it'd be pretty hard. And like you guys said in the comments of the last video, like a lot of you guys are starting to see the tension you're getting with the V taper, because you're not getting a V taper when you only have abs. You know what I mean? Like a wide waist and still abs and no shoulders. Like you're not gonna have the V taper look, the aesthetic look, right? Because that requires you to work your upper chest, work your shoulders, work your lats, all those things. And then after you build the muscle, right, what do you want to do next? You got to actually put in the work to get lean, which means eating a calorie deficit for a long period of time. Most people can't do that shit. You know what I mean? And I know Drake's always taking chicks on dates and I was flying and shit like that. So he's probably eating like just hella calories. That just goes to show, like I said, most people aren't really committed to the fitness shit. Most people aren't serious about their health. They just want the end result to look, which is why a lot of kids these days also are taking like steroids and shit, which is absolutely diabolical and just crazy, right? But yeah, man, like, y'all stop taking these shortcuts. Stop trying to skip the process. It's all about the person you become in the process, anyways. That's the most important thing regarding the journey, anyways. All right, so lock the fuck in, man. Stop getting BBLs. What the fuck?